Hello and welcome to Business Reporter's Property Management Campaign. I'm Alistair Greener. Missing critical lease dates, chasing arrears and spending significant time on manual admin. These are the scenes that you'd see if you had a peek into the nightmares of a property manager. HMRC's Making Tax Digital, or MDT, legislation mandates landlords above the VAT threshold to process their VAT returns digitally. Should companies who the regulatory nudge does not apply to feel relieved, or should they make a point of joining the PropTech revolution and benefit from its efficiencies as well? With me in the studio are Richard Kennedy, UK Managing Director of Re-Leased, and Joe McBrearty, UK Product Analyst for Re-Leased, the company pioneering the digital transformation of the property management industry. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alistair.
How do you think this new technological responsibility that MTD has effectively enforced will be perceived by property management businesses?
Well, I think the agile ones will see this as an opportunity to increase their profits and improve the control within their business. It's important to note, Alistair, that the current market, or the vast majority of property portfolios, are still managed on spreadsheets and with manual-based processes. So if we look at profit first, software will enable these property managers to work on more revenue-generating services with less operating expenses. Now, that's the basic principle of technology in our everyday lives. It helps us become more productive with less. In terms of control, it means that property managers will be able to have all of their lease information and financial information in one single platform. And it allows the property manager or the business owner to understand the health of their business with one single click. And it also means that they can make high quality decisions with complete, accurate and timely data.
And it's interesting you say there that many property management businesses are still using spreadsheets. So how well are they adopting to all the new technologies that are available?
Well, as of now, we have hundreds of property managers approach us every month to understand the benefits of using a software like Re-Leased. And of course, this hasn't happened overnight. It's been an evolution over a couple of years to get to that point. And there's been many factors at play here. So the big one that you've mentioned earlier is Making Tax Digital. So that's HMRC enforcing software onto all businesses to complete their VAT returns. And then there's smaller pull factors. And one, for example, is that there's a younger generation coming through the property management industry, and they've grown up with the technology. So they want to use that in their workforce, and they're starting to influence the spreadsheet and paper generation. Also, you've got companies like ourselves. We're getting better at educating the market about the benefits of technology. And then also property management peers or businesses are starting to produce a lot of case studies, credible case studies that illustrate the benefits of using software in a business. Probably the most powerful one is actually coming from the tenants, the landlords, customers. They are actually demanding more flexible leases and also demanding a high standard of technology within the whole package of renting or leasing a property.
And it's interesting you say that there's quite a lot of companies that are looking to advance digitally but maybe haven't started implementing that. So, Joe, perhaps you could give us an idea of what you can do to allay their concerns they might have about implementing this new technology.
They have to understand that there are often short-term discomforts with any change, but they've got to see past that and see the benefits that their business and themselves can achieve with this change. They need to educate themselves as to what's available and talk to peers who are using technology.
So, Richard, could you perhaps tell us how the technology and automation can revolutionise the manual and legacy property management systems?
Yeah, sure. Just like any other industry before, automated software will most likely leave manual processes and legacy softwares in the dust. So that means a lot of time and money is invested into inefficient, repetitive and administrative tasks. However, with automation, you can transact an infinite number of tasks completely, accurately and timely with a single click of a button. Now that's a huge difference, and you're investing your capital more efficiently. Every day we go on site and we speak with property managers, some that manage hundreds of millions of pounds of property portfolio, and they're managing that operationally with spreadsheets and paper. Now, this is all well and good, and it's very achievable. However, they are missing a key opportunity here to invest their capital more efficiently.
Well, yeah, just take the simple example of handling an expense invoice received by email. Well, without technology, the email would have to be printed, and then the paper copy will be moved from desk to desk around the office, waiting for it to be authorised and paid. And if you think these companies could have 100 or more invoices each day, without technology, that could take half a day's work. And your risk of human error. With Re-Leased's automation, you receive an invoice by email, you don't even have to print it out. With a few clicks of the button and seamless workflow, your invoice can be authorised and paid in no time at all.
It's interesting, we all know how mobility is changing the way that employees conduct business and engage with customers. How much do you see this as something that's going to enhance property management businesses?
Yeah, we see that mobility will most probably be the catalyst of innovation coming from within the industry. Currently, the state of play with property management is that they are still desk-bound, still paper-bound, and that really restrains them from getting out of the office and speaking with their customers to understand their real issues that they have on their plate. And this will mean that they can come up with collaborative and innovative solutions going forward. With Re-Leased's technology and mobile apps, we will give them the resource to be able to do that. And I think as landlords, tenants and Re-Leased, we will start to pave the way of the new era of property management.
So, Joe, you've been in the commercial property industry for quite some time. You've seen a huge amount of change over the years. Tell us a little bit more about Re-Leased, what you do and what makes you different.
Historically, systems were just functional and reacting to users' needs. Now, they're intuitive. They're leading the users on what they need to do. They're like having an assistant in their pocket. Re-Leased is a young, fast-moving company, and we're at the forefront of that technology. And we're a cloud-based software. We've got seamless integration with Xero. We've got apps for tenants, landlords and property managers. Well, this means that people can, as long as they've got a phone, they've got all their data at their fingertips.
As we've seen and discussed, the industry is changing tremendously with apps and so much more. But that's now. What about the future? What do you think we've got to look forward to, Richard, over the next few years when it comes to property management businesses?
I think you'll see a lot more of continual innovation from within the industry and particularly from Re-Leased. Re-Leased was built on the foundation of continual product innovation. And over the next couple of years, you'll start to see a lot of machine learning and artificial intelligence coming out of Re-Leased. A big part that we want to play is provide a great service to our customers, and even more importantly, for our customers to be given the resources to provide a great service to their customers.
We've talked a lot about how the property management business is changing and how technology is now very much a part of that. For our viewers watching, could you maybe give them 3 key takeaways, the key messages that you would like them to remember?
Yes, simply, software will increase your profits and improve control. There's enough evidence to back that up. It does allow you to produce more output with less input. So you will increase your profits and you will have superior control over your business. And the sooner you implement software, the more benefits you will receive.
Software for you should have great usability and mobility so that it's working for you wherever you are.
Well, one thing we know is technology is everywhere, and the property management business is going to be very much a part of this technological revolution as well. It's been great finding out more. Richard Kennedy, Joe McBrearty from Re-Leased, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Alistair.